Can you tell me a little bit about Biodose?
Yep. Biodose is the first monitored dosage system anywhere in the world that has the ability to accommodate liquid medication alongside multiple tablets and capsules. Okay. It's a fully disposable system. All the component parts are recyclable, and it's all manufactured in the UK. So we're not shipping things over from China and everywhere else. We keep our carbon footprint low in that way. The system's been designed really from the ground up to be what we hope now is the safest and most advanced system of its kind. And to that end, there's a whole host of features built into it. For example, you can integrate the patient photo on the tray, and in the way that it works, to actually take a dose of medication out, all that you do is push from underneath to actually remove the dose pod. Now, these trays can be set up as weekly format, as monthly format trays. They can be used for PRN medication, for controlled drugs as well. But the critical thing is that these dose pods are the final containers. What we're effectively saying is there is now no need for secondary dispensing. So you're not deblistering a tablet into a cup to then give to a resident. All that you do now is peel open the lid and the drugs are taken straight from there. Okay. Now, with liquids, the main benefit of this is that round times where this are being used are being cut dramatically by upwards of 50 to 60% in some cases, because nursing staff no longer sort of have to stand at the bedside, pour out things like lactulose. It's all been pre-measured and pre-dosed by the pharmacy. At the same time, it's also significantly reducing the liability on care staff and in turn the management of the home as well, because they can't make a mistake now because it's all been done for them. Okay. Now, one of the things that we really wanted to build into the system when we designed this was that we wanted it to promote mobility and independence and confidence for self-medicators, for people in the community, but also in residential care. When somebody maybe goes out for the day with the family, or maybe if they have a hospital visit, they don't need to take a full tray with them. They don't need to take a bottle with them and sort of sit on a park bench and pour out the dose. All they do now is take a handy pack, like so. They pop out the doses that they need for the time that they're going to be away from the care home, and these simply go with them. And again, because you have all the information on each individual dose, the resident's name, the drug details of what's contained inside, and the interval time, it is much, much safer for everyone concerned. Now, all of this is backed up by quite a revolutionary new software program that we've developed, and it enables the pharmacy to produce what we like to call next generation patient records. So first of all, on the Mars sheet, we now have the ability to actually incorporate the drug photographs on there as well as the patient photo as well. So in a care home, when staff are checking in drugs and cross-referencing that what's in the tray checks out with what's on the sheet, it's very easy to see. Very, very quick, saves time. It's also backed up by what we call a patient information chart. And again, you've got all the tablet photos on there as well, but also for any extra items, things like inhalers or creams, eardrops, eye drops can all go onto this. It's keeping it all together, makes life easier, saves time. And I think really that is one of the key points about all of this. Medication management is a procedure that detracts from what care staff get paid to do, which is to care for the residents. And anything that's going to reduce that time in a safe way that's actually going to offer a higher level of protection is a great thing.
And where is Biodose being used?
Okay, the system is being used right across the UK, both in community care, residential care as well. We have a nationwide network of pharmacy partners who are providing the Biodose system as a totally free service. Okay, it's been used now for well over 2 years. It's relatively new in the scheme of things, but in terms of it's being exposed to the market, it's well tried and tested. We have many thousands of service users actually benefiting from the system now, and rest assured, it does comply with all relevant regulations laid down by the CQC. It's been seen by all relevant governing bodies from the NMC to the Royal Pharmaceutical Society. So it ticks all the boxes from a compliance standpoint.
And how long has Biodose been around for?
Well, as I mentioned, it's been around actually being used in the real world for around a couple of years now, about 2.5 years. And the uptake has been pretty quick. We haven't been quite as vocal about it as some people would have thought we would have, because the network of pharmacies needed to be in place to satisfy the demand before we wanted to really start shouting from the rooftops about it. Now we're in a position where we've got pharmacy partners up and down the UK, Ireland. We're also now branching out into Canada, North America, Europe, where we're in Finland and Germany as well. If a care home, or a domiciliary care agency wanted their service users to be able to benefit from this, all that they would need to do is speak to us, and very, very quickly we can find out exactly which one of our partners is the closest to them, the most viable to them to supply the system. It could all happen very quickly, and as I say, it's a totally free service.
And who is supplying the system?
Well, we made a point of only working with forward-thinking, independent pharmacies. Okay, we work with independents who are specialists in care home service provision. It enables us to keep track of how our system is being promoted, but also it means that we can keep a much sort of tighter control over the overall level of service that pharmacies are providing. The providers that we work with are care home specialists. They are there pretty much specifically to work with the care homes, to work with domiciliary care, and can therefore offer a far more flexible and tailored level of service to basically meet all the specific requirements that may be in place.
Thank you very much, John. For more information, visit biodose.co.uk.